Hello and welcome back to Still New Investigations. We've had a short little food break and now we're ready to finish this bastard case up. Okay, we're still here.
Yeah, where else would we be?
If I can't get permission to investigate the crime scene, then the truth will be lost.
Hold it!
Okay.
Mr. Edgeworth, what are you doing spacing out? Have you forgotten? There's only one thing you should do at a time like this.
And what is that?
When the people are in a bind, the hero of justice appears to save the day. Look, you just leave it to me. For Iron K. Faraday, the second of the great Yatagarasu.
But I thought you were a thief, not a hero.
Yatagarasu is noble and is always a thief of justice.
That, of course.
If we have enough information, I can recreate the inside of the haunted house with this. Plus, if we factor in everyone's testimony...
You can recreate exactly what happened when I dropped off the ransom money. You may be able to figure out some new information through this. It's worth a try. Agent Long.
Ah, so you want to use your little toy? Be my guest. Okay, hang on. You're all about the true power of a real modern day Robin Hood. I feel like
Detective Gumshoe! Is there a copy of the haunted house's blueprints among the police's reference documents?
Yes, sir! We got it here just in case we needed it for the kidnapping case. Alright, I'll put the haunted house data then. What is this? Where are we? It's like we're inside the haunted house.
Even if we can't inspect the real location itself, the path to the truth slumbers here. If I can successfully navigate my way using logic, I'll ultimately arrive at the truth. Now then, I believe I'm ready to investigate the crime scene.
Okay, what should I recreate first?
You haven't figured it out yet.
Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. But I'm going to make you do all the hard work.
Very well. I'd like to inspect the moment in which I was ambushed by my abductor. Two of them were definitely in this place at the same time. If I can verify that, it may provide me with a new lead. I had just come out of the hallway after leaving the money inside the dining room. At that time, I saw a badger slumped over in the corner at the end of the hallway.
Eh? What was a badger doing all the way down there?
I also thought it strange. However, I thought that it maybe was simply a mannequin that was set there for atmosphere.
Do you know which badger it was?
No, it was too dark to tell. All I saw was its silhouette.
In that case, I'll just program a badger silhouette for now. Because it would all have the same silhouette. Okay, programming complete.
Then I started walking towards the exit.
And that's when you were struck from behind, right?
Yes.
But that's odd. The hallway is a dead end. Where did your assailant come from?
There's only one location I can think of. I believe my assailant was lying in wait here.
The badger?
Yeah, must be.
Take that!
That doll I saw wasn't really a doll. It was, in fact, a costumed kidnapper.
Oh, so he used the costume as the perfect camouflage to blend in with the rest of the house.
Precisely. He waited until I had made the drop-off and was about to leave. Then, just as he saw me take a step towards the exit, he stood and launched his attack. I can think of no better hiding place than this.
Hey, not bad. I'm beginning to think I should steal this tactic for myself.
Just don't do it to do anything criminal, Kay. Waddle, waddle, waddle. Well, Lance?
What are you asking me for?
As one of the kidnappers, I figured I should give you the chance to confess first.
I was one of the kidnappers, but I don't know anything. I did come up to the haunted house, but I never set foot inside. I left Oliver in charge of picking up the ransom money.
You didn't set foot inside? Is he telling the truth, or is this another lie?
It's a lie.
Alright, then you're claiming that it was Mr. Deacon who assaulted me?
Yes, I'm sure it was him. Why? Okay, inputting the new info now, Mr. Deacon was the Bad Badger, right? Since the Bad Badger has a gun attached to its right hand, I'll have to change it so the weapon is in his left hand. Which is incorrect. Well, it's actually, no, it is correct.
Now to verify the facts of this recreation. Begin looking! Well, I looked rather handsome, Kay, thank you. It's a replica of myself.
You were totally oblivious to what was behind you, huh?
Yes, I suppose I'm also to blame for what happened to me. It was incredibly dark, which was all the more reason I should have been more alert. I vowed to never be caught by surprise again. You didn't recreate the weapon.
Well, I can't exactly recreate something I know nothing about.
Yeah, wrong, Badger.
I know, it was Proto.
Hmm.
It was Lance. So, tell me, what were you hit with?
The attack came from behind, so I have no idea. But I doubt it was someone's bare hands.
Okay, then where were you hit?
I was hit on the right side of my head, just above my temple. There was a bit of blood, but it wasn't anything serious.
Ouch, sounds painful.
Why are you smoking like that when you say it?
It's just your imagination. Now, let's see.
I wonder if there's anything in the hallway that could have been used as a weapon. Probably that sword.
I'm looking for something the Cobra could have used to hit you with.
A sword.
Take that!
I have it. There was indeed one such object lying there in this hallway. A prop sword.
Are you talking about this thing here?
Yes, although we did find it at the kidnapper's hideout. Wait, yes! It's possible that the culprit took it with him after using it on me.
To leave no evidence behind, right?
Correct. May be worth a more thorough examination yet.
Okay, so what test do you want to run with this sword?
Luminol. The culprit was wearing a costume at the time, so a fingerprint analysis is useless. Let's run a luminol test. It's possible that some of my blood found its way onto this. Agent Long, may I ask for your cooperation in this matter?
Huh, like I have a choice. Sheena, call the lab boys.
Understood. Except for a dab on the left side, it appears the blade is spotless.
So it must have been the left side of the prop sword that hit you then.
Lovely.
Okay, I'll update the recreation with this new piece of info. And in the next instant, the Spectre will swing his left arm, complete with weapon in hand.
Yes, to club me with the left side of the prop sword.
Shall I recreate the moment of impact? I want to see the pained expression on your face.
It's just fine the way it is. Wait, maybe not. Is it just my imagination, or is something not quite right? Yeah, if we swung it.
You know, the Bad Badger is pretty bad looking when you see him up close.
Well, what did you expect from a character named the Bad Badger?
And those sunglasses, wearing them in the dark makes him seem extra bad.
Now I'm lost. Which meaning of bad does she really mean? Me. It's me. I have to say, it's rather embarrassing to see myself like this.
Oh, so what were you thinking about at the time?
I don't recall, but I would guess that I was thinking about the kidnapping.
Really? Because I don't think so at all. Your face practically screams, I'm about to be conked over the head.
If I had known that at the time, do you think I would have let myself be hit? That's everything to look at. I would assume we have to deduce the sword. I guess it's the sword again?
Eureka!
Finally! I found a clear contradiction of the facts about this sword. Except for the bit on the left side, this prop sword is absolutely spotless. However, if the culprit had used his left hand, the blood would appear on the opposite.
The opposite side? Huh?
If the culprit held the sword in his left hand, then the sword's right side would have hit.
I see, but the blood was on the left side of the sword, right? Which means that he used his right hand to hit you.
Exactly. This prop sword has a large handguard attached to the hilt. It would be impossible to hold it with two hands while wearing a costume with such big hands. Therefore, it couldn't be the left hand or both hands. It must have been the right.
I'll change the data to reflect a right-handed swing.
Not yet, Kay. There's no sense in changing anything yet. If you change the parameters to the right hand, it would only create a new contradiction. Changing the prop sword to be in the culprit's right hand would conflict with what?
Bad Badger has a gun.
The Bad Badger already holds a gun in his right hand, so he can't hold a sword in addition.
Hey, that's right. Then what now? If it wasn't his left or his right hand?
It means that the one who struck me could not have been the Bad Badger. Are you paying attention, Lance? Mr. Deacon could not have been the one who struck me, which leaves only you as our primary suspect.
Fine, it was me. I hit you.
It appears that you lied to me yet again, but see how quickly they catch up to you, Lance.
Wait, isn't Lance left-handed?
Ah, yes, but that's what makes this deception all the more interesting. He used his right hand to make it look like Mr. Deacon had been the one to strike me. For you see, firing a gun with one's non-dominant hand is difficult, but that level of dexterity isn't required to swing a prop sword.
Yeah.
Okay, please input this new data. The one who hit me from behind was Lance. Or should I say, the Proto-Badger, as we saw in the beginning.
You've got it. Here I go.
Woo! Now we have a faithful recreation of this situation around the attack on me.
Alright, all we have to do is examine this new recreation and...
Ugh. And what exactly is so funny, Ancient?
Ancient Long.
Well, you keep talking about that bloody Lang Z. What exactly is so funny, Agent Long?
That amusing little gadget. It sure packs a punch, right, Sheena?
Yes, it was all I could do to hold my laughter in.
Hey, don't make fun of little thief, you mean old werewolf. You and Mr. Edgeworth bring out the best in each other. You've had your little fun, but now it's my turn. I've sat quietly by, listening. But the crude conclusions you two keep spewing don't whet this wolf's appetite. There's no guarantee your toy will always show the real situation at any given time. All it displays is whatever information you put in there, right? Well, when you put it that way... Your suppositions are wrong. It's not your fault, so I'm going to let you in on this. There is a trick to this haunted house.
What might that be exactly?
A trick beyond what your tiny imaginations can produce. Sheena!
Here you are.
Now then, what you missed, girlie, is written right here in this pamphlet.
The 7 Wonders of the Haunted House. The Disappearing Badger.
What is this? I'd say that someone around here is fond of theatrics. And as you can see, they set a doll down at the end of this hallway for that purpose. Basically, the blue badger that you saw was just a stupid doll.
How can this be?
Guess that throws your whole theory about it being your attacker right out of the window. But that can't be right. Maybe the culprit hid the doll somewhere. And then he laid down and pretended to be it instead. If the criminal couldn't even hide himself in the hallway, how could he hide a giant doll? You get it now. Thanks to your presumptions, your logic started off weak and led you to the completely wrong conclusion. Now get off your high horse. Mr. Edgeworth.
Okay, I wonder if you could please input this new information for me.
You don't know when to quit, do you?
I can't quit, not until I can declare that I found the truth. Agent Long, for the additional information you have my thanks.
There you go again. Well, see if I care. Okay, I'm updating the recreation now. That looks really weird. Look at how it changes from the blue badger into the proto badger all of a sudden.
If the Slumdogger Badger was just a doll, where was my attacker hiding?
Well, that's what we're going to find out, right? So come on, Mr. Edgeworth, let's go.
Yes, let's. This recreation can't be right, which means there must be a contradiction somewhere. Well, off we go, okay?
This is where the proto badger shows up in our recreation.
Yes. Well, the question is, where did he come from?
Yeah, but there's no place to hide in our current model.
There must be an inconsistency somewhere.
That wall looks funny.
Right, let's have a look.
Nooks and crannies and whatnot.
This blue badger is just a doll for use in this haunted house.
I bet the one who killed this blue badger was the bad badger, right?
According to the Blue Badger Bible, it says that they are each other's worst enemy.
Or because there's an ally of justice and yeah, there's a vile criminal with a gun.
Perhaps, but they were just destined to battle each other. Much like the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate. I'm not a fanboy, I promise.
Staring at the badger a long time.
His belt's the wrong way.
What do you mean his belt's the wrong way?
It's going over the wrong shoulder.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's not.
That is left to right.
Look again.
Right to left.
You said that the wrong way round.
Left shoulder to right hip.
No.
Oh, you get what I mean.
Thank you. Yeah, no wonder you were confusing me.
Yeah.
Try again. That picture in the image is left shoulder to right hip. Yes.
And that one, the doll, right to left.
Yeah, why? I don't know whether that's actually anything important.
Pamphlet up. Disappearing badger.
Because that's...
Pepper's ghost. It's used in the Disneyland parks to create the ghost in the haunted mansion. You
Right.
put a prop in a certain position with a mirror. You can make it appear as like a spooky ghoul thing, and then also have it disappear. They use the same sort of thing as well in some of the dark rides to make things appear and disappear that aren't projections.
Okay, and how do you plan on proving that?
Well, I deduce that that is indeed not the correct way of doing the badger, and hopefully Edgy will do the rest for me. Hold on a second here. There is something wrong with this blue badger.
Huh? Like what?
The way the belt is on him is opposite to how it should be. Did you make a mistake?
That can't be. I inputted the data exactly as it is in the pamphlets.
So then why is the blue badger dressed up in reverse?
Mirrored. You only have the one piece of logic. I don't know why you're hearing the logic thing. There's only one thing to do. When you take a look around, it almost feels more like a house of mirrors.
Indeed. Who has ever heard of this many mirrors inside a haunted house before?
Well, at least we know this is the real crime scene thanks to these mirror shards. Now you have. Hey, wait! These shards, there's something different about them.
Oh.
The ones we found earlier are thicker than the shards from these mirrors on this wall. And look, there's some sort of design on the back too.
Pieces from that costume are clearly different than the other mirrors. What does this mean? Could it be that our pieces are not pieces of these mirrors?
No.
It's from one that's used to make Pepper's ghost. Right. Okay, do you remember what you said earlier?
What I said earlier about what?
About how this building might as well have been a house of mirrors.
A house of mirrors? Oh, that would explain the reverse or mirror image.
Yes, this blue badger might be nothing more than a reflected image of a real one.
That was when the blue badger you saw. Then, was that blue badger you saw just a reflection?
When I looked down the hall, I thought it was perfectly straight. However, if there was a mirror...
Oh, then it would actually form an L shape, right?
Precisely. I was deceived. The hallway was almost pitch black, and there was a beam in the way that obstructed my view of the other hallway.
Hey, but why build a place like that? Sounds pretty pointless to me.
Okay, this house is just another attraction at an amusement park. They created a mirror wall for a very specific purpose, one that I can point out to you. This was the reason they built the mirror wall.
Take that!
As is written in the pamphlet, the main draw of this attraction is the mystery of the disappearing badger.
You mean they built the mirror for that trick alone? But you said you saw the badger, so it was definitely still there.
That was true at the time, however. Doing this allows someone to make the blue badger disappear in a flash. Move the badger? All they would have to do is move the blue badger.
But do you think someone could really do that?
Well, it's rather an expensive prop, so perhaps it isn't possible.
Doesn't that kind of ruin the whole point of having the mirror in the first place?
I suppose it
That's the
does.
wrong option.
Yeah.
Miss Redgeworth, come on, you can do better than this.
Alright, one more. Move the mirror wall.
Yeah.
To remove a reflected image, simply move the mirror. First, the mirror was constructed so that it could be moved. Okay, so it's not Pepper's ghost, but it's the same sort of principle
know.
in a sense. Then, beyond where the mirror was, an empty hallway can be created.
Oh, so when they wanted people to see the blue badger, they would open the mirror.
And when they wanted to hide it, they simply had to close it again.
Yeah.
This explains why the other side of these fragments have a design on them.
Ah, and if the pattern is the same as the other walls in this hallway,
then when the mirror is closed, it will blend in with the rest of the walls. This is the mirror trick that this haunted house employs. And this also proves the existence of a hiding place for the culprit.
Huh? How so?
Think about it, Kay. There was a place that was outside of my field of vision.
The culprit kept outside by hiding here.
Take that!
I should have said that because it's Edward, oh. There was a very large blind spot, one that I could not see beyond, and it was here. My assailant hid on the other side of the movable mirror.
Then you wouldn't be able to see him.
He didn't even need to do anything to the blue badger doll.
Exactly.
Oh. I'm sorry, that was your line. Ah! What have I done? Ah! I pressed the wrong button! Right, you won't mind.
He didn't even need to do anything to the blue badger doll.
Exactly. All he had to do was wait for me on the other side of the mirror.
Wait, now hold on. I just thought of something.
Yes?
Well, shouldn't the mirror all be broken right now, in reality?
Since we have a few shards of it, we can probably assume it is. Yes, it most definitely is broken. The question is, when was it broken? Since we found these inside the victim's costume, that would mean that the victim was there when the mirror was broken. Wait, sound. Flashback. That sound I heard was most definitely the sound of a mirror breaking. Okay, I'd like you to input some new information.
Yeah, don't scare me like that.
Sorry, but I need you to recreate something for me.
Sure, whatever you need. So what do you need anyway?
If you could first recreate this hallway just before I entered the dining room.
You got it.
Now this, I believe, is how it was right before I entered the dining room. Although at the time I thought it was but a single straight hallway. And then I went inside. It was around that time I heard the sound of a mirror shattering.
You heard what? Then...
Yes, I believe it was then that the mirror was broken.
Okay, so when you stepped outside into the hallway again...
The mirror wall should no longer exist. Kay, please recreate that.
Got it! But wait, with the mirror gone, the culprit lost his hiding spot. So where did he go in his proto-badger suit, Mr. Edward?
That's easy enough. With the mirror gone, he simply hid himself in the branch hallway.
I think this about wraps it up. Looks like we finally solved everything!
No, not yet. An even larger contradiction has now reared its head.
Huh?
Perhaps you didn't notice, but this recreation contains a very troubling inconsistency. The inconsistency between what I saw and the recreation lies. Oh, didn't Edward still see the badger?
I don't know.
Yeah, I guess it's because, well, he went in, he saw the badger. When he exited, he should have still been able to see the badger.
Take that!
Okay, take a good look at the end of the hall.
Oh, there's no blue badger there.
Exactly, the blue badger that I saw in reality is not here. This is the final point on this long chain of logic, the last remaining contradiction.
So let me get it straight. When you came out of the dining room, you saw a badger, right?
And that is precisely where the final contradiction lies. Something that shouldn't exist was there before me. Who or what do you suppose it was? I believe this is the real identity of our mystery badger.
Take
Bad
that!
badger. This is what I really saw at the scene of the crime.
You mistook that for a badger?
You just... what?
You disappoint me. We've worked so hard to get it. Wrong head.
Oh, for God's sake.
Don't get all weird on me now. The last contradiction.
For God's sake, fine. I'll do the other pissing badger head. Oh, for God's sake. The badger I saw was in actuality the dead victim's body.
Ugh. What?
Agent Long, the entirety of my complete logic is my final decisive piece of evidence. The murder happened in the hallway of the haunted house at the time of the drop-off, and you can consider the moment I heard the mirror breaking to be the real time of death for Mr. Deacon.
No.
Maybe it was due to their fighting, or perhaps it was the life-shattering bullet. No matter what the cause was, the hallway mirror wall was broken.
Ah, you were in the house at that time, right? Are you telling me that you missed the sound of a gunshot?
Objection!
There were a variety of sound effects playing at the time, all for theatrics, I assume. The gunshot must have blended right in.
Yeah.
Now then, I'd like you to recall something for me. Who was it that was with the victim at the haunted house?
Ah.
Who was the one who had the opportunity to rob the victim of his gun and use it on him?
Yeah.
It was you, Lance Amato! Oh, you freed yourself. Yeah, ugly cry, you little shit.
Ew. I'm sorry.
Sorries don't do shit here! Pay for your crimes! And not with Daddy's money!
Damn. Like I had a choice. Oliver turned on me all of a sudden. He snapped and turned violent right after I hung up with you. He shoved me to the ground and straddled me. I fought back as hard as I could and grabbed his gun and I shot him. The bullet was through his body and shattered the mirror. If I hadn't taken his gun and shot him first, I would have been the one you found. He's a hardened criminal. Sorry, a hardened criminal. He escaped from jail. See, that justifies self-defense. My boy was only trying to protect himself.
That remains to be seen and will have to be resolved in court. Agent Long, I leave the rest to you.
As if you were the one in charge around here.
I was literally just saying, you're in charge, go ahead and arrest him now, if you please.
Guys, arrest these two and get them out of my sight. Wait, I have nothing to do with the murder. The only person you should be arresting is Lance. Sorry, but you're not slipping away that easily, Mr. Ernest Amano.
Yes!
You tampered with evidence so that you could cover for your son. What a great dad you are, willing to risk it all. Truly touching.
And now that makes Agent Lang even more sexy. Yes, don't let him get away with it!
By the way, do you know why I'm really here? How much could I possibly know the answer to such an asinine question? You wound me. I came all this way from across the sea just to see you, you know.
Interesting.
You came to see me?
What's that supposed to mean?
I have a few things to ask you, Mr. Amano, about a case from 10 years ago.
A case from 10 years ago?
Oh, what's the name that you use here for that case? Sheena!
It's known as the KG-8 incident. The KG-8 incident?
Oh, so you remember it? Good. Then you'll recall that the trigger in that case was the Amano Group scandal. Specifically, the charge of an internal smuggling ring.
Maybe the Amanas are linked to the current smuggling issue.
Maybe.
Smuggling. There's that word again.
At the time, the person that was arrested as the ringleader was Mr. Amano's very own secretary, Mr. Colin Devereaux.
Ah, Father!
Even though you pushed the crime onto your then secretary, Mr. Devereaux.
So he must have known then, when he came back as Mr. Deacon, that it was the same man.
Yeah.
No wonder then he'd be so happy for him to be murdered.
I always suspected that you were involved with the smuggling ring, Mr. Amano. Mr. Devereaux was arrested in place of you. Which is why, when he broke out, you hid him from the police. Right? That would explain it. You hid him in exchange for his silence on your little dirty secret. Now, please calm down. I honestly have no idea what you're talking about. Ah, pretend to be ignorant all you want. We're taking you down to the precinct anyway for a nice, long chat.
Yeah, sweat bullets, mister. Hold it? Who's saying that?
What the? Who the heck was that?
Oh, no! Wait, they're alive? He's alive? When did this take place? I'm confused!
I have no idea, but what?
When did this happen? Why are you not telling me that? What's this timeline? Is it now the case of the second case of the game is the first chronologically with the airplane, then it's this case, and then it's the first case we had?
Oh.
I guess so. Well, you're Twatty McTwatface.
What voice did I even do for this guy?
Fuck it, I don't know. Imagine eating a medal and talk like that.
I'll take him down to the precinct if you don't mind. And who the heck are you? I'm Jacques Portsman, and I'm the prosecutor in charge of this case. Oh, Jacques, thank goodness you're here. I'm talking to myself a lot. Wow.
Welcome to my world.
Don't jerk me around. This is an Interpol case, so keep your paws off my suspect. Sorry, but I can't comply. I've got the backing of the prosecutor's office. See, in this country, prosecutors work with the police to bring cases to court. So if you could please cooperate with me here, that'd be great. Now, how about a handshake to seal the deal?
You can fuck right off!
Sorry, but I hate prosecutors. The whole lot of you. Guys, arrest the two suspects.
Sir!
Sir.
Mean.
Oh, I almost forgot. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, is it? I'd like to thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thank me.
Yeah, for working so hard to fulfill my goal.
Fuck.
Hey, is that any way to thank someone? What the heck is that supposed to mean? You were so relentless with Lance that you forced Ernest to tamper with the evidence. Thanks to that, I finally had a legitimate reason to arrest him. So, how does it feel to bite the hand that feeds you?
The hand that feeds me? I'm not sure I follow. Yeah, actually, now that I think about it timeline-wise, Edgeworth was phoned as soon as he got off of the plane, then he got involved in all this shit, and then he goes to his office where Buddy Faith has been killed.
Huh, it's no use pretending with me. You're the one, right? You're the corrupt prosecutor that's working for Mr. Amano in the smuggling ring, right? No.
No, I would never do such a thing.
Yeah, what the heck? Our intel's never wrong. In your prosecutor's office, there's definitely someone working with the ring.
Ah, so Agent Long suspected my relation to Mr. Romano. That must be the real reason behind his antagonistic attitude. Oh, there he is again.
On top of that, your mentor was Manfred von Karma, right?
Ah, yes, my father's murderer, Mr. Shoulder Hurty. Yes, I know him.
There were non-stop rumors flying around about forged evidence with that guy. You're not twisting the truth by those closed courtroom doors too, are you?
The courtroom is a place where the truth is revealed. For you see, I am the Edgeworth after the Ace Attorney trilogy, where I learned that the truth is everything and say, fuck you, Manfred, you asshole.
Well, don't worry. It's not only you. The whole lot of you can't be trusted. A prosecutor who's never lost in 40 years, every defendant must be found guilty. Fueled by that kind of thinking, is it any wonder the courts produce nothing but falsities and lies?
It would seem that his disdain extends beyond just me. Prosecutors, the courts. Why is this man so angry with us all?
Rest assured, the next time we meet, I won't be so forgiving. So don't you forget it.
Please wait. Agent Sheena? Why does Agent Lang hate all prosecutors so? Lang is the head of the long-honored House of Lang in Zhengfa. The heads of all police-related divisions in that country were of Lang blood. Were? What do you mean by that? Aren't they still? They were revered. That was long ago. They don't hold that sort of sway anymore. And it was all because of the courts. How can that be? The prosecutor once withheld and tampered with the evidence one of the Lang detectives found. That evidence's purity was tarnished, and it cost the Lang family its honor and trust. But not all prosecutors are like that. Even so, Lang will never respect the court again. Or any prosecutor.
Don't fucking blame him.
So Agent Lang is a man who hates all courts and is unwilling to forgive prosecutors.
Man, what a piece of work that guy is. Come on, Jim. We'd better catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, so. We still got to deliver the thing to the old man, after all.
Yep, they were involved. Detective Gumshoe, I believe it's time we wrapped up and headed out ourselves.
Yeah! You going home, Mr. Edgeworth?
No, I've done nothing but be entangled in one mess after another since my return. If it's alright with you, can you drop me off at my office?
No problem, sir!
Excuse me.
Yes? What is it?
That is... Thank you very much.
Ah, it's okay. No need to thank me, pal. doing my job as a detective.
I guess I was fooled pretty badly by Lance. Oh, cruel fate! What's a woman to do when she's been hurt by the one she loves? And to think, I never realized my father was right there. I never said anything to him. I knew it! I'm a failure.
Ah, there she goes again, talking to herself.
Miss Pops, stop trying to cut your fucking hair. I wonder if you would know why your father participated in the kidnapping. No, I have no idea. Your father died while he was trying to stop Lance, which means that from the beginning he had no interest in the staged self-abduction.
Wait, then why did he...
I believe it was because of your presence, Miss Pops. Me? Lance realized that the two of you were related, which is why he used you as a hostage to coerce Mr. Deveray into cooperating. Father! As a felon, he could not tell you of his real relation to you. However, as the Amano family butler, at the very least, he was able to watch over you. It was all he could do, but it was the shape of his overflowing love for you. Sorry, that was. Go on, speak your mind. That is... Thank you very much! You're welcome. Although there is no need to thank me. No, Lauren, stop! I mean, this man's so much older than you. I'm fucking not. You're like... Oh, fuck.
Looks like you've completely stolen her away, Mr. Edgeworth.
She's 19! Edgeworth is still like mid-20s, I think. He's not that old. Why is everyone treating him like an old man? That's so mean!
Way to go, sir! Your technique is way beyond the level of a great thief.
What are you going on about now?
Wow, your deducing skills may be sound, but you have no street smarts. There's Mr. Edgeworth for you!
Oh, fuck you!
She saw her because he notices. Yeah, I mean, he still hasn't figured out who I am. That's all. If you haven't remembered all this time, I guess I'm just going to have to say it. This isn't the first time we've met, you know. What do you mean, pal? Mr. Edgeworth, how do you know this girl? Looks like you totally forgot me too, Gummy.
Someone actually uses the name that we do!
Gummy? It's Gumshoe! Here, maybe this will jog your memories. I promised I'd return this to you one day, remember?
Is that my fucking cravat, of all things? That's... That single piece of cloth took me back far into my past. To that fateful day 7 years ago when I first met the then child Kay and Detective Gumshoe.
Oh, where you first met Gummy.
Was it his prosecutorial... Oh, it may have been his first case, maybe?
Oh, I fucking know.
Well, I guess we'll find out. We have done it! A new award for me! Brilliant. Excellent. That is this one. We'll see everyone next time for Turnabout Reminiscence.
Yeah.
Dragon will now go sleep. I will be polite and not film Dragon this time. It's not like this case. Yeah, you'll never get over the Pikmin thing.
No, I was so...
You were angry at the time that I filmed you, but afterwards you did find it really funny, which is great. You were like, you're not allowed to post that. Shows you the next one of you. Oh, that's funny. Right, bye-bye. Thank you all for watching this latest addition to our growing collection of varying games and reviews, just videos in general. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Please leave a like and a comment in the comments section down below. We love hearing what you think. If you have any recommendations for either games to play or material to review, let us know in the comments and we'll do our best to get to them when we can.
If you like our content, subscribe to see more. Check out our playlists if you are looking for something new or worried you've missed an episode. Click on the recommended video appearing on the screen if you want to see more of us right now. You won't regret it, we swear. Subscribe to our Patreon to become one of our lovely beans today. However, if that is too expensive for you at this time, please consider a one-off donation on our Ko-fi. Help a poor T-wench today.
And with that, Lime out.
Dragon out.
Bye!